special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Throwing is Cousins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Emmanuel Ogbah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They run, Cook, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
I smell fear in that offense.
To throw, Cousins. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
50. Pilot, 64, weak.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go one more.
56.
Cousins now.
56.
It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, 34 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Yellow. 180. 57. Check 52. 80 weapon. Easy. Hey, let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
43. Mike, 55. Check 55.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, 57, 57. 55.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 56 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So we got man. Watch the twist.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. From the 44, Cousins. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And now it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A huge play there, Cousins to his tight end Rudolph. 41 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Fire down these two. 180. Here we go. Back. What's that?
Check, 55 to Mike.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Dustin Colquitt on to punt. We'll likely see brother Britton on the other side get a chance later. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. Fielded at the 33. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Hey, no, easy. I got you, pop. Hey, watch Sam. Check. Hey, Haywood. 54. Where's the hot?
A first down throw for Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Chiefs. His guys take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mike. Yellow. 180. Watch QB drop.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
All day, baby, all day.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
On the carry, it's Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All day.
On play action, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
There we go. That's a touchdown. That's it.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm scared. Shift.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes rolling to his left. He's good. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
And the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. It's what we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Chris Jones on the stop. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And an alley to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 66 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey, 43. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Check Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Cook. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, Williams. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-Lo.
Mahomes now to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Yellow. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Yeah, that's right.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And he's got room. He was looking for Watkins that time.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
Now Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hunt, 180.
Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Lucky 50. X3, 218, chopper.
What we got?
What done?
Handoff comes to Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Well, last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
Sunday.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They'll look to throw, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Back to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
15.
54. Record.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but now it'll be third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All day.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Yellow.
I'm going to come back to you.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Attack!
Flare.
Yellow.
34 is the Mike.
One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
Now for the all-critical extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, yeah. And here we go.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one a first down pickup of 8. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And some room to roam now. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.